Love everything about Khaleke. He really probably is our best leader on our team. He is a player that goes. He does not ask why. He doesn't pout ever. Just a real mindset of make it harder, Please find a way to make it harder. If it's harder on me, then it's going to be harder on the opponent.
Khaleke, he is an unbelievable player out of the Viper position.
Viper, he's got paints a picture. Tacky. It's a combination of a safety, but also a linebacker, but also somebody that can really rush the passer. He's really the player that could be in all parts of the field. That's a signature position on our defense.
Khaleke worked out as a safety in his freshman year, and we moved him to the Viper role, and he responded by breaking the national record for TFLs in a game against Minnesota 2017 with 8.5.
Khaleke Hudson again, that young man has been everywhere.
Well, he's in that Viper position for that exact reason.
I love playing it. It allows me to show my athletic ability and show the world what my potential is.
The one thing I will say about Khaleke is that I give him a lot of credit because he has been through a lot in his life, and he's never made excuses, but he's tried to figure out how to solve the problem, how to thrive through it.
I'm from McKeesport, Pennsylvania. It's east of Pittsburgh. It's a hard city to grow up in, with all the violence and things that go on there.
McKeesport used to be booming years ago because of the steel mills. With the steel mills leaving, there's been a lot of transition as far as the city. We have a lot of kids that are underserved in the area. We do have high crime rate, but we have a people that have strong hearts.
Swin Cash is probably the most famous person who ever came from McKeesport. She has a big impact on the city. Just people be able to see her, put her touch in the community with her leagues. You could just tell she cared about the whole community. I used to play in a lot of her leagues. I could just shoot her a text at any time I want to and she'll respond. See somebody doing something positive was just a good thing for me, and it kind of just motivated me.
As a child, Khaleke always had to have a football in his hand. Football was just in him.
I just love the contact. I just love running around. My dad was the main person helping me with football and stuff. He always took me and my brothers to practice.
I knew Khaleke's dad since I was younger playing basketball.
Khaleke and his father, Carlos, they were very tight. Never missed a game, never missed practice. Even when they didn't have practice, Carlos would make them practice. Carlos would take them down to the high school stadium. They would have to run the stadium steps, do push-ups, sit-ups, run around the track.
For like hours, it'll be raining hard as heck, and we'll still be out there. My dad just always kept us active because he knew what he wanted us to be. Going into my sophomore year of high school in 2013, that was one of the hardest days of my life.
We were here, and I was getting ready for work the next day. Khaleke was already in bed for school. My phone rang. There was Carlos' sister. She said, "Turn on the news, turn on the news." And sure enough, when I turned on the news,
41-year-old Carlos Hudson was shot in the head. His body found inside the silver Toyota last night.
and I said, "Khaleke, wake up, wake up." I said, "Something terrible." I said, "Something terrible happened to your dad." He said, "Mom, what happened?" I said, "Khaleke, your dad is dead." I said, "Somebody killed him." My baby started screaming and hollering. I just couldn't do anything for him because I was crying too. I said, "Come on, Khaleke, we gotta go over to your grandma's." I said, "Put your clothes on." when my son got up here and saw his dad, I'll never forget it. I'll never forget that look.
It was just mind-blowing. Like, I would never think nothing would happen to my dad just because he was always there. He was always taking us places, and he always made sure we were all right and doing fine. And that was just one of the hardest days.
It hurt me not only because losing another young black man in this country to gun violence, but also to know that the relationship he had built with his kids. So now we're taking a father out of the equation again.
I just use that incident as motivation to keep pushing me to keep going. I know how important school and academics was to him. So just wanted to honor his name and do right. I just wanted to represent my last name how I was supposed to represent it.